If you work in university maintenance, Granger considers you an MVP because your playbook ensures your arena is always ready for tip-off. And Granger is your trusted partner, offering the products you need all in one place, from HVAC and plumbing supplies to lighting and more. And all delivered with plenty of time left on the clock, so your team always gets the win. Call 1-800-GRANGER, visit Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Spencer, and I work at United Healthcare.
So, Spencer, why do you care?
I care because my daughter, Adeline, has special needs. I am motivated by Adeline, who inspires me every day. I am driven to help families like mine navigate the healthcare system. I'm so blessed to lead an amazing team at United Healthcare focusing on the member experience and making that better. I'm Spencer, and I'm committed to care.
At CVS, it matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it. It matters that we're here for you when you need us, day or night. And we want everyone to feel welcomed and rewarded. It matters that CVS is here to fill your prescriptions and here to fill your craving for a tasty and, healthy snack. At CVS, we're proud to serve your community because we believe where you get your medicine matters. So visit us at cvs.com or just come by our store. We can't wait to meet you. Store hours vary by location.
Indeed sponsored jobs get you quality candidates when you need them most. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs.
I'm Heather Dubrow.
I'm Dr. Terry Dubrow.
And we're going to keep this between us.
But not really.
I cut my hair.
It looks so good. That is what I used to call heady hair from sitcom era.
What's funny is
when I met you, you had this hair.
I know. You know how your phone, I know it listens to us, whatever, but it was pulling up pictures of That's Life.
Yeah.
And that was 25 years ago, and it's almost the same hair. I was gonna post a side-by-side picture.
Yeah. By the way, the guy who did the Rachel, right, from Friends, didn't he do this original hairdo on you?
No.
He didn't?
No. Kelly Klein did.
Oh, I thought, did he ever do one?
No, Kelly didn't cut this. But I tested for, there was a spinoff of Friends with Matt LeBlanc.
Right.
Called Joey.
Right.
And I tested to play his sister.
Right. And got really close to getting it.
It was between me and Gina Gershon.
Yes.
And Debbie Mazar.
Right.
And which was weird because we're all friends. That is so difficult. And then they were like thinking about it and circling. And then they ended up just giving it to Dre DiMatteo.
Because of the Sopranos fame.
But because of whatever. She's talented because she's great. You know, it was a completely different way to go. It's fine.
Yeah.
But while I was there, the part character was a hairdresser. And so it was so funny. So Chris McMillan, who's a very famous hairdresser.
He did the Rachel.
He did the Rachel, among other things.
Yeah.
And I was in the dressing room and he came in to do my hair. I didn't know who he was. Mm-hmm. And he came in to do my hair and he's playing around with my hair and he goes, you want me to cut it? And I was like, no. I mean, I didn't know who he was. It was like, I was just about to screen test for this major show. Do I want someone to cut my hair? I was like, no. And he goes, okay. And he goes, I mean, and I knew he was someone from the Chris McMillan team.
Right.
And he said something and he goes, well, I'm here. You might as well take advantage of it. And I said, wait a minute, you are Chris McMillan? And he said, yes. And I went, oh, cutaway.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
It's cute.
That wasn't this hair.
Oh, by the way, this is my favorite hair.
I know.
On you. You know I love this hair on you.
Yes.
You know why? Some people, they need the hair to augment the face.
Or to cover the face.
Or to cover the face. Or to minimize the face.
Yeah.
Well, augment, you could, yeah. You just need the hair to go with the face.
Oh my God. How sweet is my husband to me right now? What does he want?
I remember on an episode of Housewives, everyone asked, what's your favorite body part?
Of your significant other.
Significant other.
Someone said vagina.
Yes. And they asked
me. That was Brooks.
Right. And they asked me about you. And I said, face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's,
You really like me right now.
Yeah, I think we had a nice weekend. I
Yeah.
think, you look so good. The hair is so good.
You love it.
And the hair was perfect. You remember that's
Perfect.
from?
No.
And the hair was perfect. His hair was perfect.
Where's it from?
Werewolf of London. Well, there's so many things in the news right now. Obviously, some very bad things and
Yeah.
some very weird, interesting things.
Jim Carrey.
I keep, TMZ's calling me. What do you think about Jim Carrey? What do you think about Jim Carrey? And I
What do
said,
you think about Jim Carrey?
well, first of all, I had heard it wasn't him,
That it was Alexis Stone.
that it was this major impersonator, and TMZ.
Very talented.
I said, I think it's not him. I hear it, and TMZ called me and said, oh, no. We already know it's him. He was there with his whole family and 8 other guests.
Yeah, his publicist, I think, came out also
Yeah.
and said it's him.
So, I mean, what do you think?
I think it's why. I'll tell you what I think. I don't care. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You know what I think? Jim Carrey is an incredibly talented
Right.
guy who went to an awards thing with his family.
Right.
And why is the only take home about his looks? I cannot stand the plastic surgery talk. I think it's gross. I think asking people what they've had is gross. I think talking about people's looks is gross. Like, why do we have to do that?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I mean, and he's probably now, Bradley Cooper's best friend. I mean, because now no one's talking about Brad Cooper anymore. But
Right.
it's the new Brad Cooper moment. I mean, did someone else? Let's just. I mean, if we can just ignore it and say, but let's just be honest. I mean, everyone wants to know what happened. Did he have plastic surgery? And obviously, our answer is no one's business. It's rude. It's uncivilized, and it is. It's rude. It's uncivilized, but he does look very different.
So,
and everybody's going to conjecture and discuss and talk about it. I've already seen all the idiot plastic surgeons online saying, yeah, the brow lift, his upper lip is done, fat trim, mid-face, they're all doing that, right? I don't know. I mean, obviously he does look different. My theory maybe is that, have you ever seen anyone in your entire life who's been able to contort their face as well as Jim Carrey?
right.
And so, I went on a GLP-1 drug a while ago and I lost weight very, very quickly.
And your face changed.
And my body skin changed and my face changed a little bit. My body skin. No. Yeah. And so, maybe that's part of whether he's done anything or not. I mean, clearly, when you can do that kind of insanity with your face, maybe it's just all part and parcel of that process. I know that's not really an answer, per
But maybe,
se.
so you're saying maybe he contorts his face so much that it's sagged or aged weird. I mean, there are people that just age differently than others.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But, without putting too fine a point on it, why are women having things done and looking so amazing,
And men can't
and
do the
men
same.
are looking weird? Why is that?
All right. Not knowing who's going to who
I know
and
why,
where,
by the way.
and where everyone and why.
I promise you, the same surgeons are doing both
Well, that's
the women
the thing.
and the men. The same 3 guys are doing all these people. This is why I don't do celebrities, because I don't want to be judged, and I just don't want to be part of that whole scene, right?
But you've said for years that
you have to do men completely
you
different.
have to do men differently. But it's also, it's not one size fit all. You have to look at people differently. If a woman has a very hooded upper eyelid,
Yeah.
and that is her look, and you do an upper bleph and you completely take away all the eyelid skin, she will look different.
Yeah.
So you should leave a little. And I guess it's the same thing for men. Men, like I'm looking at your upper eyelids now,
I have
right?
a lot of eyelid.
You have upper eyelid skin. But if you had your eyes done, you would specifically tell them, leave upper eyelid skin. Don't take it all out or I'm going to look weird.
I think the take-home message is, if you're a guy and you're going to have facial work done, say to the surgeon, let's make this stage 1.
Oh.
Get
So
me
they have a lighter hand?
Get me 50% of the way there.
Go to second base, not a home run.
Leave me with excess upper eyelid skin. Don't add volume to my cheeks. Don't pull the neck completely tight.
It's too feminizing. This is the problem. If you have a surgeon that's going to do the same exact work on a man and a woman, the man is going to look weird. Women look different. Women, their faces are tighter. Their eyes have less skin. They have more volume in the cheek than a guy. You can't do the same thing on a dude.
Yeah. It's funny. I've never been afraid to do men because I always had such a light hand anyway, that I'd much rather a guy say to me, and by the way, I always tell them this. I go, listen, I'm not going to feminize your eyes. So I'm going to leave you with significant amount of upper eyelid hooding, like you did when you were 19. Okay.
Right.
I go, so let's do this. Let's do this. If I leave you with too much upper eyelid skin, I will take more for free later. But you can't put it back.
No, cannot.
So less is more when it comes to a guy's plastic.
What else is going on? You've been so sweet to me the last few days. Meanwhile, look at my wrist.
What is that? Is that a skin test that you
Yes,
take?
I'm allergic to all hair dye except the one that I use, and it's just the worst hair dye, and it really doesn't last.
That's not the stuff in your hair now?
No, I don't know if you could see this, but I have like a huge red raw patch on my wrist from a patch test for a new hair color that clearly I'm allergic to.
Oh, so you didn't use it?
No.
Oh, okay.
This was the patch test to see if I could tolerate
You're
it.
very sensitive.
Very.
Yes, honey.
Very sensitivo.
Yes.
What are you going to eat at Craig's tonight?
I think I'm going to have the usual. The big question
Chopped
is,
salad, extra corn, extra tomatoes, and a steak. Or are you going to get chicken with hot marinara sauce?
yes, yum.
He orders 2 things.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you have your go-to meal, right?
Artichoke.
And then Craig will come by and visit.
Yeah. Artichoke, pigs in a blanket,
Yes.
and then maybe a steak.
Don't you love when Craig comes by?
He's sweet.
And he loves you, and he's
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah.
And, it makes you feel like you're like something.
Honey, we all know you like being famous. It's okay.
I think he's just great.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
All right.
He's great. And the place and Patty there, so
I love
I love Patty.
Yeah.
Craig's is the best. If you haven't been to Craig's and you want to see some really interesting.
It's like
accomplished
our
people.
version of the Polo Bar in Manhattan.
Right.
That is exactly what I would equate it to. That, by the way, interestingly, the Polo Bar has been everywhere recently. A lot of celebrities and a lot of people talking about how you cannot get into the Polo Bar.
Yeah.
That is the toughest,
Restaurant
I think,
get in New
maybe
York.
the toughest restaurant get in Manhattan.
Yeah. I'm just happy that the last several times that we've been to Craig's, the paparazzi has taken pictures. Now, it's either because they've taken pictures of
But
me.
they didn't turn up anywhere. Let me ask you, is this like if a tree falls in the woods? Let me ask you a question. What's more important for you? The excitedness and adulation of having the flash bulbs go up as you're walking into the restaurant,
I
or
love that.
is it having the photo out there? Because I got to tell you something.
Oh, no.
9 out of 10 times, even if they
It's not
take
a
the
good picture.
photo,
It's not a good
no, it's
picture.
not that it's not a good picture. It doesn't go anywhere. No one cares. No one buys it. No one posts it. No one cares. So do you just like the attention? Yes.
I like the flash bulbs going off as we're entering into the restaurant.
So that people in the restaurant know someone important is coming.
So the
Can you
restaurant,
believe what I
if you haven't
live
been to
with?
Craig's, the door of Craig's is a solid door, but above it is this window pane.
Transom window.
Transom window, that's
Yes.
what it's called? Oh.
Yes.
And so when there's somebody of significance out in front of Craig's as walking, it goes flashbulb crazy and everybody kind of looks at the door. Oh,
Who's coming
that?
in?
So when you have a lot of flashbulb, then you walk in, people look and they go, oh, it's you.
So you love it because it's the modern day equivalent
Of the
to
announcement.
Entering terrible, like that.
Dr. and Mrs. Sandwich has come in.
Yes.
You know?
The Earl
The Earl
and
of-
Duchess of
yeah,
Debreu
yes,
are coming in.
the Earl of
You're
Sandwich.
so obvious. Oh my goodness.
It's like an announcement. I like it.
Meanwhile, someone asked me and Terry to be on another show today, and I can't say what it is,
Oh,
but I don't know.
no, I don't. I say it's a no.
Stay tuned for that one. I'm so excited to share that this podcast is sponsored by The Real Real, the best place to shop authenticated luxury bags, clothing, watches, and so much more. I'm obsessed with all the designers, Prada, Gucci, Dior, so many other designers. But let's be honest, you don't want to pay full price all the time. We want deals. We want to buy trendy things for less sometimes. So I love scouring the RealReal for new pieces and the deals. By the way, they add 10,000 new items every day, and they do their daily drops at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The best part about shopping and selling at the RealReal is you can use your earnings for something special. The RealReal has found new homes for over 37 million authenticated luxury items, so they know firsthand the impact resale has on the planet. Rather than producing more stuff, the RealReal is making what already exists new. The RealReal is the go-to place for your next special piece. Do you need a dress for a fancy wedding or the perfect vacation sandal? Are you ready to invest in a new bag to add to your collection? You can find exactly what you're looking for that no one else has at The RealReal. The RealReal is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. With thousands of new arrivals daily, no one does resale like The RealReal. And now you can get $25 off of your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/Dubrow. That's therealreal.com/Dubrow to get your $25 off. Start shopping now at therealreal.com/Dubrow. I am so obsessed with everyone I know that is getting on the bandwagon of the GLP-1s. Unbelievable weight loss for cardioprotectiveness and on and on and on. And there's Ro. Ro offers the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss at the lowest cost around. It is available at $149 for the first dose, in addition to your Ro membership fee, and $299 a month for the higher doses. The Ro Body membership includes access to FDA-approved GLP-1s, unlimited provider messaging, side effect management, and so much more, all for just $45 for your first month and $145 a month thereafter. The Ro membership fee excludes the cost of GLP-1 medication. Go to ro.co/between to see if you're eligible for the new GLP-1 pill on Ro. That's ro.co/between to get started on Ro. Go to ro.co/safety for box warning and full safety information about GLP-1 medications.
I'm Brian. I work at United Healthcare.
So, Brian, why do you care?
I care because I don't want to leave anybody behind. I oversee one of the biggest resource centers in United Healthcare. I see people walk in my office every day, just like my parents. They have no idea about the healthcare. I feel like they are my uncles, aunties. I treat these people like family. I'm Brian, and I'm committed to care.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all seem to be in a rush these days, from work to driving our kids around. But when you're behind the wheel, please do not speed. A few minutes saved by going faster is never worth the risk. So follow the speed limit, enjoy the drive, maybe bring some snacks for the kids, and know that along the way, you're getting quality time with your family.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Last episode, we talked about anxiety a little bit.
We did?
Yeah. And how we've dealt with it, how I've dealt with it for years and all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I got a lot of questions about it because I just think, I mean, look, especially with what's going on in the world right now,
Yeah.
everyone has anxiety.
Well,
Everyone has anxiety.
I mean, my scrolling has tripled.
Yeah, it's crazy. So let's talk about anxiety. How would you say, I mean, for me, anxiety has ruled a lot of my life. I think I started to tell this story last week, that when I was growing up, I always had stomach aches. I didn't want to go to school. That was all anxiety.
Yeah.
I had terrible anxiety in my 20s,
Mhm.
PMS anxiety, like all so bad. I think I'm much better now than I used to be.
Yeah, you are.
But you have social anxiety
Well, I'm very shy. And
and sweet. He always tells us the family
easygoing and
he's sweet. Everyone should describe him as sweet, easygoing, and shy.
shy. Yeah, I have social anxiety because I'm not very good with chit chat, small talk.
Yeah.
And
But you don't really like people that much.
well, I mean, I love people when I meet them in my office. I'm fascinated by them. I want to know everything about them. But when I
But outside of your office, no.
when I go to a party, for example, and I have to make the small chit chat, I'm incredibly uncomfortable. And for example, there's a guy that lives in this building. He's a very well-known guy in Hollywood, and we're friendly with him. And every time I see him, always say something stupid to him.
Yeah.
And I regret it. I walk out, go, "Oh." And so I saw him the other day in the elevator, and I went, "Do not say something stupid."
Yeah.
So I basically just said, "How are you? What's new?" And I complimented him.
Good.
And then he said, "What's new with me?" And then I said something like, "Well, I'm just trying to take my fitness to the next level." And
So you said something stupid.
then I said something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it could be
It's like oversharing.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm nervous, I overshare.
I'm really bad at the chit chat, I'm really good at talking about, do you do peptides? Oh, what peptides do you do? Something with, substantial informative content.
Do you think anxiety's limited you at all?
Oh, I don't think it's, no, I don't think I have that kind of anxiety. I don't think like you are just, you're younger than you particularly, but your generation and the generations before you or after you, the anxiety is like,
Baseline.
it's just an epidemic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, it'd be easy to try to tie it to some socio-political thing, but I really don't know because, I can understand the anxiety you had because you came out to Hollywood and there was always the big question mark, am I a fraud? Am I an imposter? Am I ever going to work? Even though you were obviously so talented, immediately you got here, you got jobs and started, doing.
But I didn't have anxiety
performing.
about that. I had to me, anxiety for me is it's part of my genetic makeup.
Yeah.
It's biological. I don't
Yeah.
think, sometimes my anxiety can be situational,
Right.
but it's biology.
Well, that's the problem. The problem is, I don't think situational anxiety is necessarily a problem.
No, because I think it's a problem if you don't have situational anxiety. There always has to be, if you are a person who has never experienced 1 second of anxiety from anything in your whole life, I almost think you might be a sociopath because something.
Well, I think the chance you'll be successful is low if you don't have anxiety.
Yeah, but also,
it's motivating.
But, something gives everyone anxiety. It doesn't have to be terrible anxiety,
Right.
but, going into a job interview, speaking in public for the first time, usually auditioning for a play.
But that's
whatever.
all normal. But what about
Yeah.
just this free-floating anxiety that people have as a baseline?
It's terrible. And that is a biological thing. And I had that. That's why it starts off with little kids, the stomach aches.
Yeah.
Physical ailments can be about anxiety. Our
That's
daughter
right.
Max is like that too.
Yeah.
But she knows it. So, because we've talked about it. For me growing up, it wasn't discussed. It wasn't figured out.
Yeah.
And so, you always find something else to attribute to it. So it's like you're chasing shadows, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, your stomach hurts because why? Because you're not eating breakfast or because you're eating too much breakfast, whatever it is. And it's like, no, it's just anxiety.
So the why of it, I don't think we'll ever figure out. But the question is, what do you do about it?
What do you do about it?
I think the obvious things are get more sleep, eat right. I think exercise is one of the best remedies for
One
anxiety.
of the best remedies. You are 1,000% correct.
Yeah.
And I always say to our kids, I wish I had had the gift of fitness as a younger person.
Yeah.
Because that really would have helped me. And I know even now, if it's a base, like a nothing anxiety, like I have an audition and I'm like nervous, excited, I will go on the elliptical machine for 30 minutes and just it's like, kids or dogs, like get the zoomies out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go on the treadmill or the whatever and you just get a little energy out and you feel a lot better.
Yeah. I think anxiety is best treated with exercise. And then, of course, there are medications.
But the family I grew up in, it wasn't okay to talk about meds or anything like that.
Yeah, because they didn't want to admit to that weakness
Right.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I think meds can be very helpful, but they do have side effects. Short-term meds are good for anxiety. I think I remember this, I'm such a doctor. There was this thing that I was about to go through that is anxiety provoking no matter who you are. Even if you're a sociopath, you're going to get a little anxious about this. But I knew it was going to be about 6 weeks of severe anxiety. So in anticipation of that, I started myself on Lexapro. And I just started taking it. And it worked for me.
Really?
Yeah, but
Do I remember this?
Ye-
Yes.
yes. And everybody, and I remember my buddy Scott Foreman saying, "What's with your personality that
Dampened.
it just it made me very, I felt no anxiety, and that was nice, but I didn't have my usual
Yeah.
bubbliness and craziness and silliness. It got rid of all of that. And
Really?
yeah, you remember this? And you said you need to get off this.
Yes.
You're not Terry anymore.
Right.
I liked how it felt though. It's like nothing bothered me.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Have you ever tried an antidepressant?
No.
Never.
No. Never.
We talked about putting you on anti-anxiety medication.
When
There was a time you were.
before we had kids.
Yes.
Yeah, because I couldn't get pregnant.
Yes.
Yes, but we didn't do it. And then when I first started having perimenopausal symptoms, my then GYN wanted to put me on antidepressants because that's what they were taught would help.
Right.
And I asked another friend of mine who was a GYN surgeon, and she was like, absolutely not. Don't go. That is not going to help your symptoms. And it's going to kill your libido and your personality, and you're going to gain weight, like all these things.
So you've never been on an anti-anxiety medication?
An antidepressant, you said?
Anxiety.
I've never been on SSRI.
Yeah.
But I've been on
a psychotropic medication. Never been on one.
Is Valium one of those?
Well, wouldn't really call that.
That's a benzodiazepine. But I will say
that's a temporary sedative. I'm talking about, Lexapro.
No, because I have to say,
Prozac.
I have had such terrible bouts of anxiety in my life, terrible, debilitating anxiety. I am not a depressive person.
Yeah, we're talking about anxiety.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But so I never went on an antidepressive. But there was a period of time in my 20s, and you know this, that when I got PMS, I was so anxious. It was like I couldn't even breathe.
Yeah.
I would have episodes.
Yeah.
And so I would, and I'm really sensitive to medications.
Right.
So I would take like a 5 milligram Valium and break it into quarters.
Yeah.
And take a quarter of one. And I don't know, maybe it was a placebo. I have no idea, but it fixed me.
Yeah. I mean, for me, there was another period of severe sort of situational anxiety, like during the global financial crisis of 2007 and 8.
Yeah, well, that was scary.
Yeah. And I found, some things I found very useful. Oh, Buddhism.
Yeah. And Stoicism. You like reading quotes.
Buddhism really, Stoicism now, but Buddhism really resonated with me and erased and deleted a lot of my anxiety. Just the whole concept of, what are you doing? You're not getting out if you're alive. You're dust in the wind. And knowing that you're dust in the wind, don't you wish you would have said, oh my gosh, you're right. No one's getting out of here alive, so it doesn't make any difference anyway. So I'm just going to relax and go with it.
Do you think that we have helped each other through anxiety and anxious periods of time?
Oh, I remember the most useful thing you said to me during global financial crisis.
Don't be a pussy.
You said, get your shit together. Don't be a pussy. And I went, oh, and you appealed to the sort of testosterone laden maleness in me, like, get up, stand up and be a man.
Move forward.
And do your thing. And I went, oh, right. Yes, of course. Do my thing. It was like, that scene in a movie where a woman shakes the man and goes, go do it. And he goes, yeah. And he just goes out there and he kills the enemy. It was like that. And that helped me.
Yeah, I know it did. But, it's funny because, I know after so many years together, but it's just like with the kids. There's certain times someone needs a hug and to be just taken care of.
Yeah.
And there's certain times they need the man up speech.
Yeah.
Or the woman up. I don't want to be like misogynistic about this whole thing, but I'm just saying you need the get up and get it done speech. And I know with you.
That's what I need. I never need a hug.
Oh, yes, you do.
I do? When do I need a hug?
You've needed hugs, honey.
Well, maybe when Snuggie died.
There's been other times. Trust me, you have had needed hug times.
Okay.
I'm so excited to share that this podcast is sponsored by The RealReal, the best place to shop authenticated luxury bags, clothing, watches, and so much more. I'm obsessed with all the designers, Prada, Gucci, Dior, so many other designers. But let's be honest, you don't want to pay full price all the time. We want deals. We want to buy trendy things for less sometimes. So I love scouring The RealReal for new pieces and the deals. By the way, they add 10,000 new items every day, and they do their daily drops at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The best part about shopping and selling at The RealReal is you can use your earnings for something special. The RealReal has found new homes for over 37 million authenticated luxury items, so they know firsthand the impact resale has on the planet. Rather than producing more stuff, The RealReal is making what already exists new. The RealReal is the go-to place for your next special piece. Do you need a dress for a fancy wedding or the perfect vacation sandal? Are you ready to invest in a new bag to add to your collection? You can find exactly what you're looking for that no one else has at The RealReal. The RealReal is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. With thousands of new arrivals daily, no one does resale like The RealReal. And now you can get $25 off of your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/Dubrow. That's therealreal.com/Dubrow to get your $25 off. Start shopping now at therealreal.com/Dubrow.
I'm Brian. I work at United Healthcare.
So, Brian, why do you care?
I care because I don't want to leave anybody behind. I oversee one of the biggest resource centers in United Healthcare. I see people walk in my office every day, just like my parents. They have no idea about the healthcare. I feel like they are my uncles, aunties. I treat these people like family. I'm Brian, and I'm committed to care.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. The sound of a seatbelt. It's one of the most important sounds in our car. It means everyone is ready and everyone is safe. The more our kids see us put on our seatbelts, the more natural it is for them to put theirs on too. Make it a priority. Buckle up every time. Hear the sound? Make it a habit.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Enjoying a healthy dinner that tastes great means eating out at a pricey restaurant, right? Wrong. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers are delicious and healthy. The Tray and Tray steam technology delivers crisp veggies and tender protein in tasty selections, like Healthy Choice Simply Steamers grilled chicken and broccoli Alfredo. It's a satisfying meal with 28 grams of protein and nothing artificial. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers. What having it all tastes like.
It's interesting with the kids because as they get older, it's funny, Nikki had to have a little nothing procedure, not a big deal.
Right. So, I mean, if you think about it, we have both extremely stressful careers.
Oh,
You're on the Housewives.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I have felt massive anxiety when you before you go to the reunion and in seasons where
You have anxiety.
I have anxiety for you, and all day long it's going, oh my gosh, it's 1 hour, it's 2 hours.
I know
You
you
haven't
wait to
called
hear
me.
if you haven't texted.
Oh, are you alive? Are you good? Oh. And I obviously I get very little intraoperative. Well, how do you deal with housewife anxiety?
Okay, well,
Others of those on your cast sometimes take Valium, Ativan.
apparently,
Yeah. And they come sedated.
which is crazy. Not, by the way, not usually.
No.
That's not everyone, and that's not usually.
Right.
But there have been a few isolated incidents
Right.
that has happened, yes. And I think that's a little bullshitty, to be honest.
Well, it is what it is.
Show up, man. For me, I'll get anxiety before a big audition or something like that, but I relish that kind of anxiety
Right.
because it like spurs me on, right?
Mhm.
And I need that energy and that kind of nervous energy and my personality and all those things. On Housewives, it's just, man, the anxiety on Housewives is a whole different animal. I mean, you're going to an all cast event. What's going to happen? someone looked at you sideways as they're walking by you at a party. Why are they looking at me like that?
Yeah.
But the reunion's the worst, meaning I actually like the reunion because I'm good at talking and I feel comfortable sitting there and just owning whatever it is and arguing out what needs to be argued out or whatever it is. But I will spend days before the reunion talking and arguing in my sleep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All night long,
It's worse than that. It's that
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. By the way, we've mentioned this in a previous episode, but I think the single best thing for situational anxiety or even free-floating anxiety is propranolol.
Love
The
propranolol.
most benign medication.
Isn't that funny? I've never
ever.
taken propranolol before a reunion.
Yeah. I have taken it before I've testified in court. Like I'm on the stand in a difficult case. And I walk in and I'm like,
Well, that's exactly what you need it for because you need to be
Focused.
focused and clear.
And not distracted by my anxiety.
But I'm still like, game on. It's a performance. I need my nerves and my personality to do it properly. So I wouldn't want to be dampened at all.
Yeah. For me, I don't have anxiety during surgery unless all of a sudden I'm dissecting in an area where, I'll see suddenly I'm supposed to be above the abdominal wall. And because the abdominal wall is so compromised, there's a piece of intestine that's actually right there.
And it's danger, Will Robinson.
And I look and I go, what is that? And I keep going, whoa, 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 whoa. And it's a piece of intestine. Had I gone 2 millimeters further, I would have contaminated the whole field and turned the operation into now like almost a surgical emergency.
Yeah.
Or every surgeon will tell you 2 or 3 or 4 or more times if you did my level of surgical training where I did general surgery for 7 years, maybe 30, 40 times in my life where patients literally dying in front of me and you have to make the right decision. And
that would give one anxiety.
And there's 2 levels of the anxiety. 1, you have to make the right decision to try to save the person. And 2, you know that this decision will be comprehensively reviewed and dissected at what they call Morbidity and Mortality Conference next week, where you're standing in front of the professors
and they go
and
over
all the other residents.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, we had 30 operations last week, 17 traumas, 3 deaths, 2 infections, and all they want to hear about is the deaths.
Right.
And they want to determine, and you want to, hopefully, if you had a death in general surgery, the way you tell the story and the way it came out is that it was just, you did everything right, but unfortunately they succumbed to their injury.
Yeah.
But you're still going to present that, and it's going to be a thing. So when you have that kind of anxiety, like in the
anything
moment,
else is nothing.
No, it's a different kind of anxiety because you can freeze or make the wrong decision or be a blithering idiot. And I've gotten pretty good at, like, I think if I were on the road and there was I've been on the road a few times and somebody seizing in a car that was moving.
In a car with you?
No, that I'm walking on the road and a person's having a seizure driving their car.
You've seen that?
Yes, I've had this happen. And their foot's not on the pedal, but their car is moving.
What'd you do?
Are you all right? And then you reach in, you put it in park or whatever.
You've done that?
I did that once.
You did that?
Don't you remember? I've also had a person in a car that wasn't moving, that was seizing. Had that 1 or 2 times that I've had
You've
to go.
saved people from choking. We know that.
People from choking. But by the way, that's more anxiety producing. I guess what scared me so much in those, in the back of my mind, in those Heimlich moments, is that I'm trained to go to the next level.
Yeah.
And do I really want to go to the next level? Which is, the surgical airway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I think you've helped me a lot with my anxiety over the years. whether it was talking to me about
if you could look back at this,
if you had a crystal ball and you or even like helping me be okay taking an anti-anxiety medicine, like the Valium or the propanolol or whatever it was, because to me it was a fail to do that.
Yeah, no,
because that's how I grew up. So that was very helpful to me. We talked about this last week, I think, about the Marines and the whole, this is what I know.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
But I think the take home for the message for the anxiety is you have to find the thing that works for you, because it's not a one size fits all thing. Even amongst our kids, couple of them will get anxiety and it manifests itself differently. The way you talk to them, it's different. You've got to find what works for you and what your thing is, whether it's exercise, talking to yourself, talking to a therapist, taking meds, whatever it is. But I mean, obviously, life is short. If I could go back in time, one of the only things that I would redo is finding a better way to deal with my anxiety at a younger age.
Yeah. So there you go.
There it is.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all get distracted when we drive, whether it's from our phones or kids in the backseat bickering. But how we handle these distractions can be a matter of life or death. Before you get on the road for your next road trip, please put your phones on silent and take a mental note to focus on driving.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Are you a fraud-paying American? 1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has been a victim of identity fraud. With LifeLock, if your identity is stolen, they fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Last year, billions in refunds were stolen. Could be from your salary, overtime, or second job. Gone. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim, because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.
At CVS, it matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it. It matters that we're here for you when you need us, day or night. And we want everyone to feel welcomed and rewarded. It matters that CVS is here to fill your prescriptions and here to fill your craving for a tasty and, healthy snack. At CVS, we're proud to serve your community because we believe where you get your medicine matters. So visit us at cvs.com or just come by our store. We can't wait to meet you. Store hours vary by location.
LEGO Star Wars just made the jump to hyperspace. Introducing the LEGO Smart Brick. New LEGO Star Wars sets with smart bricks inspire your child's imagination, taking their play to uncharted regions of the galaxy. With responsive lights, a color recognition scanner, a synthesizer, and an accelerometer, your child's play doesn't just come alive. It allows the LEGO Star Wars galaxy to play back. May the Force be with you. Shop LEGO Star Wars sets now on Lego.com or in LEGO retail stores.